why does this keep going back?
Do you still have to get like verified or something? Not verified, but like a Twitch creator camp, like available to sign up for it.
I don't know. Okay, anyway. Greetings, people, if you're watching, which I know that you're not. Welcome to r/entitled parents, where there's people who think they deserve the world for, existing. So, let's start with this first, story. Entitled Dad Tries to Steal My Wallet. I'm back with a new Entitled Parent story. Let's get into it. Best Son, BS, Entitled Douchebag, Emmy, Meme Education. So, I went out on a walk around the park, and I saw a son and father there. I thought nothing of it. Eventually, I bumped into him and I said sorry. He said okay, and it looks like he put something in his pocket. I patted myself to see if I had my wallet, and I did not have it. Oh shit. So I got up with the ED asking for my wallet, and he refused. Then the dick gave it to its son, who's around 15 to 16, and the dad went to the bathroom. The BS gave it to me. I thanked him and ran off. It was a bit anticlimactic. Good day and good morrow, Redditors. So, does the thing at the top show up on stream?
There's their chat on the left-hand side, but there's nothing on the top or the bottom. Oh yeah, Stewtrooper 6, and then for YouTube, Stewtrooper for Twitter,
Okay,
then
cool.
YouTube for Discord. Hog?
Alright, cool. Okay.
Jeez, wow, damn.
Oh, I don't want to read this one. Look at that formatting. My entitled mom tried to control my life, business, and career. And this one's pretty long, couple paragraphs, so here we go. So as the title states, my mother's trying to take over and control the small business my friend Kay and I have started, which is just us doing small baking, commissions, and catering. We started this thing about helping. I can't read. I have freaking dyslexia, I guess. We started this thing about at the beginning of February, and at first my mom was fine with it, and it didn't bug me. And didn't bug me about it or try to help me when I was working. But now she seems to want in on our whole operation. She thinks that just because I'm doing this in her house and using her equipment, that I owe her a portion of the money Kay and I make. This isn't even her house, it's my uncle's, and the equipment I'm using isn't her. It's a mix of stuff my boyfriend got me for Christmas and the stuff my grandmother lent me. I own my egg donor nothing. She's never done anything for me, so why should I have to give her a cut of mine and Kay's pay? Kay and I are trying to make and save as much as we can with this small business so we can open a small cafe with our friends once we're all 18, and my mom is trying to take that away from me because she just wants me to go into medical school right out of high school so I can live out her dream. Yes, I want to go into the medical field, but not the field she wants me to go into. She wants me to go into the cardiosurgeon or neurosurgeon, but I want to be a psychologist. While running the cafe, a psychologist while running the cafe with my friends on the side. My egg donor is just an extreme narcissist who wants to live the life that she couldn't live through me because she had me at 19, so she couldn't do anything because she was busy raising me, when in reality I was raised by my dad and my grandmother and my uncle while she was off doing I don't know what for the first 7.5 years of my life. She had a room for me in her apartment just to give the appearance that I lived with her, but in reality, I would only ever see her on the weekends at a kid and lived with my uncle and grandmother until my dad's passing when I was 7. Only then did she let me start living with her. She believes the fact that she allowed me to live with her after my dad died. Oh, I'm sorry. I need some water just to combobulate. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back and I've had some water. She believes the fact that she's allowed me to live with her after my dad died is reason enough for me to give her a cut of mine and Kay's pay. As I stated before, I own that, and the bitch did nothing, especially after she abandoned me for 7 years and proceeded to abuse once I started living with her, using me as free babysitter for my new baby sister at the time, as well as my future siblings. I want to open a bank account to hide our money from my egg donor, but I have till I'm 18 to do so, as far as I know that is. I apologize for the long post/rant. It just pisses me off that my mother is critiquing my baking abilities just because she's been in the game longer than I have. Yeah, it's always cringe when people say, I know better than you because I am older than you. Am I right, Andy? Is Andy still... Oh, he muted. Okay. Okay. Get in line. There is no line. This one sounds that it would be good. Okay. Get in line. There is no line. So this is my first story. Well, not my story, but my grandmother's. Context. My grandmother was picking up food on Sunday. I don't really remember the date anyways. Called in and she would pick it up, so she gets called that the food is ready. So right as she opens the door, entitled man stops here. He says, you need to get in line. My grandma says, there is no line, and proceeds to head inside, but he grabs her and says, you need to get in line. Grandma says, there is no line. So yeah, she heads in and gets her food. Dude, that was just one big ass sentence. Quick writing tip. Make multiple sentences, and whenever somebody else is talking, you hit space, and then you type it. So it would be like, yeah, anyways, it was just one run-on sentence, and, yeah, I guess some dumbass guy was being a dick, but this was so poorly structured. It was as if it was written by a 10-year-old who doesn't know how to properly structure a paragraph. And what happened? He said my grandma's without the apostrophe over the S. Entitled dad attempts to get me thrown out of my neighborhood. Here we are. Proper sentence structure and a properly formatted set of paragraphs. Very commendable. Let's upload it just for this. So I posted here about a month ago about an entitled mom who tried to get me fired over my job over fired from my job over a breakup, and then tried to throw me into a shotgun wedding. I did file a restraining order, I did file a restraining order, and it's been quiet for the last month. But as it turns out, the entitled mother and her family hatched a plan to move into the house down the road from me and cause me trouble. Firstly, I get a letter from the head of the HOA informing me that entitled mother moved in because I have a restraining order on her, and that's pretty much standard protocol. Then the next day, there's a knock at the door that sounds vaguely familiar. I put my mask on, and it ED. Hey there, OP. Okay, so quick side note, I never understood why on Reddit people call themselves OP. I don't know what that stands for, but my actual initials are OP, and I find it very just weird. It's kind of uncomfortable. I don't know. OP might be like anonymous poster, but why is I use I don't know. My actual initials are OP, and it's just such a weird thing to see. Anyways, hey there, OP. I thought I could come say hello. Well, good to see you again. What brings you to this end of the cul-de-sac? Well, the whole family wants you to reconsider the breakup and maybe revoke the restraining order. No, sorry, I'm not exactly big on the dating scene these days after the incident I prefer not to discuss, and of course COVID. But if all goes well, I might consider revoking the restraining order, seeing that you moved in. Good to hear. Later. 3 days later, the HOA head comes over and asks me to clarify something. Apparently, while she was away, a complaint was filed that I threw a party. I talked everything through, and the ED filed it. I confronted him with the HOA head, and it's all gone south for him. Multiple fines were placed on him, and I'm still just vibing my house for my week from work. Okay, that doesn't make any sense. What can I say except another day in the office for my life? Okay, that didn't make any sense. But I appreciated the proper structure, but also basically it wasn't. The first two paragraphs were just one big sentence, and it kind of was annoying. Can you guys hear the music good enough? I hope so. I'll lower it a little bit so you can hear me over the music. I hate this structuring. I hate the dumbass structuring where it's just one big wall of text instead of multiple paragraphs, but I shall read it because I need something to stream, and yeah, I don't know. Just stream something. Okay. So, my girlfriend and I have a high-end wallpaper business where we hang in the craziest houses in my city. NFL, NBA legends, those type of places. They all have been so nice and respectful. I mean, you hired me to do what only I can do. It's the everyday people with a ton of money that seem to be the most entitled. Hanging Philip Jeffries in a 9,900 square foot place, and on scaffolding, hanging a ceiling while your entitled kid runs around like a maniac isn't ideal for either myself or your kid. I have blades in my hand that sometimes drop, as well as other materials that could injure him. Okay, buddy, whatever you say. Okay, anyways. Or make him sick if consumed. Yeah. Oh, other materials, yeah. Okay. Yeah, you don't want to consume fucking plaster. That shit'll poison you. And just a reminder, the link's at the top of the page. If there's people watching this, I highly encourage you to go check out my YouTube, Twitter, and type in that link on your browser, and it's an invite to my Discord server. So if you want to be in my Discord server, if you like what I'm doing here, or if you check out my YouTube and like the YouTube videos that I post there, make sure to check it out, bucko. But I will be right back. I have to do something. Okay, so I have now returned. I hate, what the fuck? Why is it doing that? Okay, so where was I? If consumed. I've consistently mentioned this to her, but it falls on deaf ears, so I call my girlfriend, the OG hanger that recruited me, and she shows up immediately because she especially has no tolerance for this shit, and acts as though she came to assist me. 20 minutes in, and she mentions to the entitled mother that she can't continue this as it is endangering everyone, and entitled mother just brushes it off 2 times. 2x, 2 times, I don't fucking know. Okay. My girlfriend gets down and starts picking her tools. She tells entitled mother that she won't continue packing her tools. She tells entitled mother that she won't continue working and endangering us. The entitled mother says she has 40 grand worth of paper, and my girl looks at her and says she better start hanging. Was it a good job? Yes, but we are booked for months, so it won't hurt us. Self-respect is more important than money will ever be. Girl, bye. Edit. I post on Reddit, but never had a response like this. Thanks, guys. I just quit my job as a speech therapist 4 weeks ago to start this crazy endeavor. Edit to, oh my god, okay. Okay, whatever. Okay, bloody nose and a cracked pair of glasses. This one's short. Okay, so. Okay, here we go. Hey, that's my first story here. I have autism, something called ADHS in Germany. I was 8 or 9. It happened 5 or 6 years ago. I was on an wedding. Okay, that's just bad grammar, but it might have been used in Google Translate, seeing as how it is Germany. Hang on. Okay. Alright, back to what I was saying. I was 8 or 9. It happened 5 or 6 years ago. It was on a wedding. That'd just be a wedding if you're watching this, which you're not, because there's like nobody. Ow. Ooh, I just cracked my shoulder. There's nobody watching this. Okay. I saw some kid, either 11 or 12, bullying my little cousin. She was 5 or 6, I don't know. I run to help and connected my hand with the nose of the bully. His friends jumped back and the nooses bleeded hard as I'm gonna do this in an accent. The nooses bleeded hard as a pair of glasses was broken. No, that's Russian. That's not German. I have German heritage and I can't even do a German accent. Okay. I went away with my cousin. A while later, the entitled parents, one word, went to me and my family's table. I thought I had to apologize. Sorry when I spelled it wrong. But no, they wanted money. 200 euros. Okay, let me convert that. 200 euros. That's 237 USD, man. I mean, bro, you just punched somebody in the nose. That's not worth $237 or so, because the pairs of glasses, I thought, wait, what the frick? The kid was in the background, and he said to his mom in Turkish that he wants to the doctor. The mom answered no. First the money. His nose bleeds like hell. It seems like I broke it. Oh shit, dude, you're responsible. Wait, no, they have free healthcare, so they don't have to pay for... Then it doesn't matter. There's no reason. They don't need 200 euros. They don't have to pay for the fucking doctor bill. Fuck out of here with your bullshit. Okay. I and the boys started talking and watching YouTube. He really wanted to go to the doctor, but his entitled parent not let him. More I can't remember. When I remember, I post an update or so. Okay, can't blame him for the bad grammar. It's from Germany. Just because you bought it doesn't mean you can use it. Mom, what the bitch. A while ago, I bought a PC. I've saved up for 2 years to pay for it myself. I built it with my uncle since I was at my uncle's house, which was closer to my dad's house. I spent the night with my dad. The last thing my dad said before I left was, "Don't let your mom use it as a weapon against you." At first, I didn't understand, but then I remember mom is the kind of parent who can find a way to turn anything into a punishment. And is also a dictator, so I have to ask for everything like a little kid. This just isn't... This isn't an entitled parent story. Yeah, I'm sorry. I have to downvote your story. It's just not good. My stepdad is against masks. Oh, damn it. This motherfucker. Okay, I was sitting at the dinner table and I brought up my hobby of train watching. My mum stared at me. I was confused to say the least. Non-capital I. I is a proper noun, so it should be capitalized. My mom, oh my god, he's not capitalizing the beginning of sentences. My mom then said, "People who do that are stupid." I just stood there, wrong there. It's THERE, with the "what the fuck is wrong with you, mom" face. It's wasteful of time, she says. I just stand up and leave the room. You know how much it hurts for your mom to To downgrade your hobby. I guess I couldn't think of any better words for that right now. A lot, bro. It hurts. And what? 10,000 viewers? This didn't just... Oh, wait. No. Andy, are you trolling, bro? I think Andy's trolling. Hang on. Yeah, that's right.
Malfunction. I'm not streaming. It was a joke.
Oh, Andy. Yo, you're back. Finally.
Yeah,
Yo, did you just go and eat dinner or something?
Yeah, it was hot beef, but I didn't even eat it because it wasn't like hot beef. It wasn't nice and tender.
Oh, okay. Anyways, oh, this structure is. I hate this structuring. I get. It's overwhelming. Okay. It hurts for your mom to downgrade your hobby a lot, and I don't appreciate that. I left the room and never came. Appreciate that! Exclamation point, comma. Bruh. I left the room and never came back that night, and I'm still annoyed with one N. And when somebody destroyed my geometry set, looks like it's been in a plane crash. I asked my mom to get me a new one or give me money for my Spiggy, which is a bank card for kids, but no. She said no! Exclamation point, comma. I'm outright disgusted with my mom's comments. Period, comma. Don't get me wrong, I love her, period. But then but the way she goes off and makes rude comments on my hobbies is outrageous. I just need to, I need to do something really quick. Just, period, comma. Okay. My stepdad is against masks. He claims that they don't do anything. He claims that people in Asia wear masks because they made the virus. He also claims that COVID isn't as bad as the media makes it out to be. He even acts like he's constantly correct. He even says, don't believe anything on TV, do your own research. And then you look up something and you find evidence against him and he says, no, don't do that research, do my research. Do the research I want you to do. Yeah, whatever, fuck that guy. Fighting back against abuse physically. Yeah! My philosophy is, if somebody hits you, hit their ass back. And if you don't have the chance, if you're not like strong enough to, if you're a little kid when they hit you, and you know, if somebody's abusing you, when you're a little kid, you definitely what you gotta do, you gotta wait till you're 18 years old, then you fucking walk up behind them and sucker punch them. They'll never know it's coming, but they will know what hit them, but they will get hurt. That's for sure. Anyway, fighting back against abuse physically. I had previously written about my Korean mother's abuse. I also wanted to talk about something that is considered taboo here, fighting back against abuse. This is probably an r/insane parents story rather than entitled parents, but whatever. Okay. For me, while the occasional beatings were painful, it was my mother's unwavering stubbornness that affected me the most. If she wanted me to do something, she would do it, anything she could to ensure she had her goals reached, bro. They had to be reached. I'm sorry. She didn't know how to give up. She didn't have boundaries. She had a concept of privacy that was reserved for her and was not existent for her children. In her mind, she was just the knowing parent teaching her disobedient child. One day, she was in my room watching me study from across the desk, as usual. I said I wanted to go to the bathroom. She stood up and blocked the doorway with her arms crossed. I said that I just wanted to use the bathroom. She said that I was looking for excuses. She said that unless I cleaned my room, she would not let me out. She said that... Or, no, not she said. I said that was bullshit and pushed her arms lightly. She pushed me back, so on and so forth. This went on for an hour, and I got desperate, so I started screaming, punching her, and squeezing her arms. This caught my father's attention, who opened the door to see what was going on. She's a psychopath, said my mother. She abused me. I explained that she wouldn't let me go to the bathroom unless I cleaned my room. Just clean your goddamn room, said my dad. Every time this happens because you don't listen to your mother. Eventually, I was allowed to go to the bathroom, and I was about to enter my room. As I was about to enter my room, I heard my sister and mother in the living room talking about me. My sister was livid. She's an ungrateful little bitch, she said while I was in plain sight. I saw her apply some balm to my mother's bruised arms. How dare she touch you like that? She's paranoid. If I were you, I would be some more sense into her. She deserves it. I was young then. I was only about 12. I thought fighting back was justified before, but hearing my sister, I immediately felt like a piece of shit. How dare somebody hits their mother? This is the worst part about it. The worst part about it is that she wasn't exactly beating me up, but would not let me go to the bathroom for hours. Is it self-defense? I think that it was, but my mother mentions it from time to time. She said that if I am to call the police for her past actions, that she would show the team their bruises to prove it, that I was an abuser. Dude, how can a 12-year-old abuse their goddamn full-grown adult parent? Andy, what do you think? Opinions? Have you been listening or not?
I am. I'm also watching your stream too.
Alright, well, opinions.
But this 12-year-old about being abused or something?
No, okay, so basically the mother wasn't letting her kid go to the bathroom for hours, and the kid beat the shit out of the mom, and they were 12 years old, and she said, "Oh, if you call the police, I'm gonna tell the cops you're an abuser." Yeah. Isn't that just the cringiest thing?
I would have said go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I would have said some fucking, yeah, like the fucking police will believe that bullshit story. Yeah, dude, my kid, bro. My kid was abusing me. Oh yes, well how old was your child when she abused you? Yeah, she was 12. The police would be like, bitch, what the fuck? That's a 12-year-old. They're 12. They're not fucking 15. They don't have the logical mindset where they could beat up a 45-year-old woman. They're 12. Anyway, there's 2 lines left. Sadly, I haven't found many people to talk about this because defying your parents' discipline is considered taboo in Korea and certainly anywhere else in the world. Oh! It's South Korea. Okay. Well, different culture, I guess, but still. That's some bullshit punishment, if you ask me.
I'm downloading Pokemon, the online trading game.
What about Pokemon?
I'm downloading it.
epic, bro. You're gonna start playing Pokemon? Bro, my stepdad is currently pending to get a so we're in Wisconsin. Anybody watching this stream or watching the VOD that I put on YouTube or something. But there's a bit, so we live in a smaller town, but there's a huge fucking Pokemon
Tournament going on right now?
no, warehouse down in like Madison. So my stepdad's he streams on Twitch and stuff. Yeah, promotion, twitch.tv/hookedonjonics. That's twitch.tv/hookdonjonics. Okay, calm down, Andy. But yeah, that's the Twitch handle. But anyway, he's currently right now he's starting up a website to like sell Pokemon, and his Pokemon, he's trying to get approved to be an official Pokemon vendor from that warehouse, so we could buy Pokemon in bulk for super cheap. Dude, we would be fucking loaded. I could be slinging Pokemon at school next year. Dude, it'd be epic.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Anyway. Okay. Entitled mom wants to kill my... No, that's insane parents, not entitled parents. I'm trying to find legit entitled parents.
Hey, when are we gonna go to the skate park? Just an idea, because 6 o'clock.
Is it 6? Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll read one more story, but then I gotta skedaddle. So, breaking news! Entitled parent outraged about having to wait 5 fucking minutes at the dentist. So I'll preface this by saying I've had braces for almost 5 years now. I'm well accustomed to how my orthodontist works and the unexpected delays that can sometimes occur, which honestly makes this so much more hilarious to me. The story. My mom and I were waiting outside the orthodontist. COVID restrictions meant we are not allowed to wait inside the building, but can still be seen for the appointments. When this lady pulls up in her car, she asks why is everybody waiting outside, and we tell her it's because of COVID. She rolls her eyes and gets out of her car, storming to the front of the queue to knock on the door. A lovely nurse comes out, and this EP says, "How long is it going to take? I need to book an appointment." Nurse, "Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. Appointments can only be booked over the phone because of COVID. This is not a first come, first serve appointment basis." "What are you talking about? I got a text telling me to come here for my son." "Oh, do you already have an appointment? What's his name?" "No! I'm here to book an appointment. His name is Jack." Fake name. Nurse, "Jack is already booked for an appointment at 12:45. Please wait outside for your name to be called, and we'll get you as fast as we can." I think she meant she wanted to check her son in for the appointment. Me and my mom had no idea what was going on, and we stayed quiet until she came over to us. The conversation went as follows. "I've been waiting here for 5 minutes now. This is despicable. They should be operating to time." That doesn't make sense. Mom, I think it's because of COVID. They now have to take extra time to clean everything, which can lead to delays. I'm sure it won't be too long now. My mom and I had been waiting for about 40 minutes at this point, and if it hadn't been for the mask, she definitely would have seen us laughing. Shortly after, my name was called, and I went to see the orthodontist. I tried to be extra polite to the nurses as we shared the unspoken "I'm so sorry you had to deal with that" look. It made me quite angry that somebody could treat could treat people working to help us so rudely in the middle of a pandemic. But the fact that she was inevitably going to have to wait about 45 minutes was satisfying in a small way. As I was leaving my appointment, she sat in her car waiting, so I hope she didn't give the nurses too much more trouble. Alright, well, that is all for today, ladies and gentlemen. I know nobody's watching this, but anyways, I will be going, so I hope. So, peace out, and I will see you next stream.